Hello, good afternoon, Rustam. How are you?
Hi, Federica. I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good as well. Thank you very much. So, we are here today because you
hmm
managed to hit two targets because you started with the $15,000 account on the Funded Trader program, and now you're managing $60,000. So, you hit two targets, I
Yeah,
think, in a space of a couple of months, if I'm not wrong.
in 1 month, I would say.
In 1 month. You see, even better.
Yeah.
How was
hmm
that?
It was pretty okay because I would say that I was prepared before I started funded traded program.
Mm,
So yeah, I planned really well. I was waiting for specific market setups,
mm.
and I was targeting. That my psychology is not going for bigger profits, but bigger capital.
That's
So
very
I
good.
was, yeah, like myself, I don't know, like the lots of traders chase for bigger profits, even in being the small accounts where it leads to them to take bigger risks. Like
Overexposure.
open bigger lots of the trades. But for me, like it doesn't. The bigger profit doesn't matter unless I manage like bigger capital. So my aim is eventually is to get bigger capital.
100%. And I think you are on the good on a good path for that. So
Yeah.
keep it up. Okay,
I hope so. I hope so.
that's good. Why don't you tell us
Mhm,
a little bit your story? When did you start trading? Are you trading full
mhm,
time? What's the story? Just tell us.
mhm. So, my trading history begins from 2021, I think in beginning of 2021 in COVID time,
Hmm.
the period where everyone is getting bored and wanted to do something. So, yeah, I was initially I'm currently based in Germany, so I came to Germany. I'm originally from Uzbekistan, came to Germany 2019 to yeah pursue my master's degree. And when COVID time, the
Yeah.
pandemic hit, then I was mostly at home. So I was interested in financial markets because my degree is also in finance.
Oh, that's good.
Eventually, I knew that I'm going for this for the trading investment, the
Mm-hmm.
yeah the yeah industry. Then I started learning a little bit the theory, like from different websites, from different YouTube channels, and watching the podcasts to understand better. I did for 6 months. Then I had like couple of accounts which I blew already, like
Mm.
small. Yeah, I did mine. Then
Personal funds?
yeah, personal funds. And then I started looking for it, and I understood that it doesn't matter. Like you cannot make from small amounts of the capital bigger. So you need to aim. I understood that I need to aim for bigger capital, which I yeah came to different comparing different prop trading
Mm-hmm.
firms. I tried yeah a couple of trading firms before I came to Audacity Capital in 2022. My
Mm-hmm.
initial yeah experience with Audacity at that time, like you must also remember that there used to be certain lots
Yes.
that is allowed to open, and you cannot hold over weekend your trades.
Over
Yeah,
news
of course that
events,
I read.
weekend
Yeah, over
positions. Yeah.
news also. Yeah, in certain news. Yeah, I reached, I guess, like to the fourth stage, which 120K.
Mm-hmm.
Then I actually, yeah, it was also very short time. That's, I think that my mistake, I failed 120K, but my mistake was overconfidence at
Mm,
that
I
time. So
see.
overconfidence. Then I took a break. I took, I think 6 months break.
That's good.
And I thought that my learning process was only, yeah, that I learned by myself. But then after taking a break, I understood that, the most traders, they just go for a market before getting I don't know, the basic training, and they don't
Mm.
have mentor or someone that's, like teach them something, or shows the way how to yeah shares the experience and shows the way how to trade, or what to do or what not to do.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, I had a mentor after that, and I had like 1 year of study course, let's say. It was
Mhm.
slow, but I got really good knowledge then. Here, yeah, I came back again to Audacity Capital
That's good. Nice to have you
since
back.
I think, yep, since September, I would say 15th of September or the mid-September.
Mhm.
Then I hit 2 times my target. I started from 15K, and then I am right now in 60K account.
Very good. So I think that the break really did you well. You needed it, I think.
Yeah, because you know that when I was learning, when I was getting more experience or the knowledge, it's not only you getting that. I had some friends, I had some
Mhm.
family, relatives, I would say that who was also going to start. So I was also mentoring
Oh,
them.
wow, that's good.
Um,
That's nice.
yeah, then that also gave me also lots of experience. So that also made me to be responsible
Of
on
course.
the ideas or the knowledge that I am sharing with them because
Of course.
didn't want them, yeah, I didn't want them to fail or to blow their accounts, and I didn't want them to repeat the same mistakes that I did in
Yeah,
the past.
imagine telling your relatives or some friends, you should not overtrade, and then they see you just being there overtrading. They will be like, "What are
Yeah,
you teaching me?" That's good.
yeah,
Makes sense. Makes sense. Sometimes it's good to, it gives you a level of patient also within yourself. The
yeah,
fact that you need to stick to your words, not only for
hmm
yourself, but also
hmm
because you are responsible for people, for what you say, what you do.
hmm
It's actually interesting as a point of view. So you were with us back in 2022. You
yeah,
reached the fourth level there. I think something that happened also was the bigger capital. Because when you
hmm
start, especially you started in 2021,
hmm
it's not that long ago. And you started with your personal funds. I'm assuming we are
hmm
talking, you were mentioning something about large capital and all that. So I'm assuming that the amount of capital that you managed so far was not in line with the six-figure account that you ended up managing when you reached that target a couple of years ago. So sometimes we have
hmm
seen in traders that is also can create some sort of instability because even if you
hmm
keep like a lot size that is constant, because back then you had a limitation on it, you will see that increasing the lot size, the capital increases, and sometimes you need to proper like train yourself for that sort of numbers that you are going to see as soon as you
hmm
open or close a position. Imagine you open a position with a big lot size, and just because of the spread, you will find yourself in a loss
hmm
of couple of hundreds
yeah,
perhaps, or something that maybe you were not used to see up until the week before when you were just managing the 60K account. Not because the 60K account is not a lot of money. I don't want to pass
hmm
this message, but between five and
hmm
six figures, there is
hmm
definitely a lot of difference.
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge back in the days in 2022 was also, there was a fee of monthly fee.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, that is also for the starters. It was, I don't know, like it might be a huge, someone difficult to cover, and that's also, I think, was my main, I would say, not main, one of the factors that made me to achieve to my targets like as fast as I can.
Makes
Yeah,
sense, yeah.
pushed me. Yeah, but I would say that the first, when I started at that time also 15K account, but I reached my targets in 2 months, which means that I was already I drew like 9%. I had only 1% at that time. The capped, I mean, like till I reach to
Hmm.
complete drawdown 10%. But I managed to bring it up, I think, in 1 month plus
That's good.
10%. That was a huge achievement for me because the capital um, when your capital is going down and when you have the certain limits of the risk or the drawdown, then the traders, I don't know, like maybe for the starters, their psychology changes. Either they will
Of
take
course.
to cover up their losses more, the bigger, I mean, they take the more bigger lots sizes, or they will just sometimes give up, you know?
It depends. It's
Mm-hmm.
very common, I think, based on experience of what we have seen.
Yeah.
What is common is that rather than giving up, they will
Mm-hmm.
try the all-in approach. They will, over risk the account, which
Yeah.
unfortunately, if you are already in a situation of drawdown, never really ends up well, to be fair.
Yeah.
But tell us something about the strategy, what you trade,
Mm-hmm.
how the strategy changed, if changed over the years.
Mm-hmm. Um, yeah, my strategy is I get ready at the weekend time for the new
Mm-hmm,
week. I mean, like I set up my graphs, my ideas based on the upcoming the news. So
mm-hmm.
I do both technical analysis and fundamental analysis,
That's good.
right? So at the weekend, I open my graphs. I don't care which instrument that I'm trading, but I have like long view in the future what might happen in certain the certain instruments. So and I also open most of my trades in the liquid assets, so
Mm-hmm,
liquid instruments, which gives you a nice volatility also, nice volatility. So what I do, I first analyze the upcoming news at the weekend. Then I set up my trades. I mean, I set up my ideas in the graphs, the instrument graphs.
mm-hmm,
Then what I drew um, liquidity levels. I
mm-hmm,
find my support zones or let's say resistance zones. But and I draw my trend lines, and I have like certain um, indicators to use. For
Which
example,
indicator
the
do you use?
relative strength index.
The
Like I
RSI.
can, yeah, the RSI. But my setup is always in higher time frames. So I will come from weekly
Mm-hmm,
chart until a 4-hour chart. My analysis is only based in higher time frames, but my
mm-hmm,
entry points would be always in smaller time frames. Because if it meets my expectations, when I set up my graph, if it meets my expectation in smaller, then I open my tree because it allows me also to do less risk uh, and yeah, the
That's
less
good.
risk and yeah,
High
with a
reward.
little bit higher lot size. Because if I trade only in high time frames like H4, the 4 hours, then your risk will be also a little bit higher and your
Yeah.
lot size will be also should be comparatively smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, analysis in high time frames, charts, and the entries at time, so maybe like 30 minimum,
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
That's good. Can you hear me? I think I lost you for a second.
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
yeah,
So
I can hear you still.
that's good. So top-down analysis, we start from the weekly chart and we go all the way back to the 30 minutes, all the way down, sorry, for the 30 minutes for your entry. That's good. You were
Mhm.
mentioning something about liquid assets. Can I ask you what is at the
Mm.
moment that you like to focus on? Is there a specific asset?
For me, it's Dow Jones. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Jones right now in my setup, in my view, there is Dow Jones in the index, and I have my eyes on gold, and I have my eyes on GBP, JPY,
Mm-hmm.
and GBP OD, the Australian dollar right now. So far, yeah, if meet my expectations, I would say if they meet my trade
Mm-hmm.
set up, they reach to the certain levels, then I will think about considering the the upcoming news. I will analyze if what is going to happen, if for example, news come worse or better,
Mm-hmm.
what is going to happen, and how was the price until that point. if it
I
was
see.
uptrend, and then I would say I would look at the for example FIBO levels.
Mm-hmm.
I draw my trend lines in different charts in different time frame charts. Then I will look at the RSI. I 1 hour or 4 hour time frame RSI. Then I will see that if there is a pattern, chart pattern, or if there is a divergence in RSI, the strategy divergence, and then I will decide if I need to enter my trade or not.
That's good. That's very good.
So,
Seems like
so
you have
basically
like a proper plan.
I need at least 3 or 4 confirmation
Mm.
before I enter my trade. So first news, for example, it might be news, the trend line, FIBO level,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe it might be the liquidity zones.
Mm-hmm.
It can be indicators. So I need at least 3, 4 confirmation before I enter my trade.
Very good. Very nice. So you use basically both technical, fundamental analysis,
Yeah.
market structure, some indicators as
hmm
well. So you have a comprehensive approach. Tell me something. Are you trading full time at the moment, or is it a second source of income for you?
My main source of income is not from trading currently. I'm
Okay.
not full-time trader. I work, and the
Hmm.
trading is my second source of income.
That's good. Do you think about, making it your full-time job one day, or you want to keep things like that?
No, no, no. Definitely I want to make it my full-time,
Mm-hmm.
but currently I don't want to rush because
100%.
still, yeah, that I'm not a I don't count myself the professional because I'm still learning the new things, and yeah, my I need the certain trading psychology.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I think that if I'm still in good track, I might consider it
Mm-hmm.
in 2, 3 years, because that's yeah the I think that until you feel confident
Of course.
that you are about to fully commit to trading, then yeah, you should try at that time. Otherwise, I think that you should have some source of income.
Definitely. No, I
hmm
understand. That's why I was asking you the question because,
hmm
sometimes it happens that that traders are not that calm like you
Yeah.
and very objective as well. They were like, okay, I'm starting seeing the first profits. I'm just going to do full time,
hmm
and they end up putting too much pressure on themselves.
hmm
That's the problem with trading. That you need to have an approach. You need to treat trading as a job 100%, but
hmm
you don't have to, you need to try to not be too much influenced by the
Yeah.
outcome of trading. Because if it starts that, for example, one day, 1 week, 1 month, because it can
hmm
happen that you start registering, losses after losses after losses. It doesn't
hmm
mean that you are not a trader. It doesn't mean that you are not doing your job. It just means that you need to stop for a second, take a break, just like you did, and reassess perhaps your approach to the market,
hmm
your strategy, maybe everything, the
hmm
psychology. So if you have at the top of your neck the bills to
hmm
pay, the rent to pay, for example, or a mortgage, or you have expenses like normal life expenses, and you are forcing trades to go in your way. Unfortunately, that status, that psychological status, is not going to help the
Work for you. Yeah.
performances. Exactly. So
That's
it is
that's
good
right.
to create a balance and to not rush things. There will be
hmm
a time when you will feel confident to say, like, you know what, I'm happy with
hmm
the strategy. I'm happy with my approach to the market. I
hmm
am detached enough to allow myself to go full
hmm
time, because that's the thing. You need to be involved, but you also need to be detached a little bit,
Yeah.
in my opinion, because otherwise, if you feel all these emotions that are fueling, when you are gaining, but when you're losing, is not good. So you should always try to remain
Balance.
balanced.
Yeah, of
Exactly.
course.
Exactly. Balanced and consistent. That's good. Okay,
That's
so
right.
tell me a little bit, Rustam, how was your journey with us? Second journey with us. First one was fine, a
Yeah.
little bit up and
Yeah.
down, but you managed to do like a great result in my opinion.
Yeah.
What about this
I
second account?
the second so far it is going good because now there is no monthly fee, first
Mm-hmm.
of all, right? And um there is the gold and indices are included. Before it was not included, or it was allowed, but until unless you reached a certain stage, I guess.
Correct.
Yeah, and you needed to request those instruments to be added into your
Mm.
account, trading account. Now there are more instruments to trade, no monthly fees, and you are allowed to keep your trades open over the weekend, especially if you're a swing trader.
Yeah.
I am the mix of day and swing trader,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't like opening too many trades.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to open too much, and I like keeping my trades open over some days, or if it is like meeting my expectation over weeks also.
Mm-hmm. I see. That's good. That's good. So let's say that the new upgrades, you like
Mhm.
them.
Yeah, that's actually made me come back.
That's very good to know. That's good. So we are
And
happy to have you back.
also the scaling
Scaling plan. Two
scaling plan
million.
is, yeah, it before it was, I guess, almost 1,000. Now it's up to 2 million. So
Up
my
to 2 million.
net goal is to reach to that level someday.
Of course. Of course. Slowly, slowly, no rush. You'll get there.
Mhm.
100%. That's fine. And tell me something. Do you like the new dashboard?
Of course, yeah. The new dashboard is quite nice compared to the old
Hmm.
one. I think many traders also must have complained
Yes.
about how slow the old dashboard used to work, and you know that it doesn't update instantly
Mm.
the results from your trading account. I mean the old one. Now it's a new dashboard. If you have any open trade, if you close any, if you have the profit or loss, then it's always recorded instantly. So when you go check what is your current status, if you're approaching to your daily limits,
Yeah.
and yeah, what is your consistency score, how
How is your
you are
consistency?
consistent. Depends. For example, the first one, when I hit, I guess the fifth, when I hit in my 15K,
Mm-hmm.
it was close to 60, because I reached, I guess, in I don't know how many days. I I I I reached first to my 10% target, but my consistency score was below 50 and didn't allow me to
Mm.
upgrade my account, because I know that at that time I had a very like successful trade, like
Mm-hmm.
couple of trades which made up to reach
I
up to
see.
10%. But yeah, I had to trade for a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I reached, and it was over 50, above the threshold.
Okay.
Then my account was reviewed. Then it was upgraded. And my second, when I was managing 30K, it was above between somewhere between 60 to 70.
That's good. That's good.
So
So
yeah,
I'm expecting now above 80.
yeah, hopefully yes.
That's good. Okay, Rustam, thank you very much for this interview. Thank you for sharing your story. I'm sure that our traders will, will take that in consideration, and you will help a lot
Mhm,
of traders just like yourself. One piece
mhm,
of advice, if you have to give one piece of advice to our traders or to someone
mhm.
that is just new to the market and just want to start learning, just like you did.
I would say that be patient, and you don't have to trade every day.
100%.
Yeah,
Very good.
that
Very
is the
good
two key
words.
points. Hmm.
100%. Thank you very much, Rustam. Best of luck on your account and speak
Thank you.
soon. We will speak again. I will invite you again
Hmm.
for an interview once you double
Hmm.
your account a few more times. Okay? So we will discuss a
Okay,
little bit this management of the six figures.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your time also.
Thank
Then
you.
talk to you soon.
Speak soon. Have a good day.
Yeah,
Bye.
you too. Bye bye.